Good morning and welcome to episode 17 of the Blue Fern Yarn podcast. My name is Shannon and I'm coming to you from Norwich in Norfolk in the UK. Today is Sunday the 6th of June and wow, this year seems to be flying by really. You can find me on Instagram, Ravelry and Facebook as Blue Fern Yarns. And you can also find me on my own website, which is bluefernyarns.co.uk, where I sell my hand-dyed yarns, higher knitting needles and crochet hooks and other notions from higher, handmade stitch markers and progress keepers, and other bits and bobs really, anything to do with yarn and knitting. So today I have got only one finished object. I've got a half finished object. Some other whips. I'd like to talk to you about affordability of yarn and my upcoming yarn show and shop update. First up, I would like to say a massive thank you for everyone who has subscribed to me and this channel. Honestly, I'm blown away. The comments that I'm getting is really lovely, and just the amount of you that are following me. So I've surpassed 250 followers, which is amazing. I can't believe it. I am going to do a bit of a giveaway to say a huge thank you to everyone. I haven't quite figured that bit out yet. As we go into the podcast, you'll see why, and I've been so busy behind the scenes, but thank you so much to all you new subscribers. Thank you for all you returning subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me in my little journey on my little knitting and yarn dyeing journey. I'm absolutely blown away. So watch out for the next episode, which will hopefully be in a couple of weeks time. I'm not sure when, but yes, hopefully there will be a giveaway. I just need to sort of pick out a little gift for you guys, and we'll go from there. So first up, I have got my finished object. So no surprise, it's a pair of socks, and I've got them both here. So I've only got one on the blockers at the moment, but how gorgeous is this? So this is my Shorty Sock pattern, and it's a free pattern on both Ravelry and my Facebook. It's not on Facebook, on my website. And the yarn is a brand new colourway that I have dyed up, and it is called Rainforest, and it was so much fun to knit this. This yarn is just absolutely stunning. So it's just in my platinum base, which is the standard 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And yeah, honestly, this one was so much fun to dye up. It was I just wanted to see what would happen. And I love it. And I can definitely confirm it is a repeatable colourway, meaning it is coming to the shop. There's a few sort of skeins that will be coming very soon, but yeah, just all those colours, just get them in the light, just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love them. But yeah, so that's just a finished object. It's my Shorty Sock pattern, which is free, but yeah, there you go. It's just, oh, I love it. And also I've got the other one here, which is not blocked, and there's a reason why it's not blocked. So I had somebody ask me, why do I bother blocking my socks all the time? Now, first of all, I don't block them every time. I block them when I first made them, just because it just makes them feel so much softer and nicer. And also it gives them a bit of shape, so then when I get to take the really nice pretty photos of my finished objects, they look better. So this one's obviously the one that's not blocked, and you can see it's kind of got a bit of a wonky shape. It looks like the toe's really pointed, and it doesn't look too bad actually. But you can see like the ribbings pulling in just at the top there, and it doesn't sit right, and it just doesn't take as nice a photo as this one that's been blocked. So you can see that I'm not pulling that at all. It is just literally the shape of the sock. Don't know if that compares very well, but yeah, so that's one of the reasons why. And also it gives it a nice drape, so like I'm almost folding them in half just to hold them up. You can see that this one's got no drape whatsoever. This one literally is almost in half, whereas that one kind of doesn't do the same. Again, it's only because of the photos and the fact that it makes it feel nice. They sit nicely in my wardrobe. Don't hang up my socks in my wardrobe. in my drawer, in my sock drawer. But yes, so that is basically why. And I thought I would share it and show people who may be new at sock knitting, who may want to know. I just thought it was quite interesting. And then I am going on to a half finished object. So again, surprisingly, it's a pair of socks. So this is the first one, second one. So I haven't got very far on this one. I've kind of done the cuff, the heel, and a little bit of the decreases, but really, really not that much. And it's in my dinosaur project bag, which I absolutely love. I can't remember who this is from, and it's got no tag on it. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I absolutely love it. Just all the dinosaurs. I'm a big fan of dinosaurs. Anyway, so that's the project bag. And this is the other sock that is blocked as well. And again, it's another new colourway coming to the shop. And it is called Urban Jungle. And it is just so, I love it. It is such a me kind of colour. So this one, I'm always torn with colour. I love big, bold, bright colours, but I don't wear them very often unless they're socks. Socks you can get away with being really bold and bright and beautiful, and like, I don't even know how many colours are in there. It's amazing. But if I was wearing it as a garment, like a top, jumper, whatever, it would have to be more muted like this with the little pops of colour. And turn it around, you've got a few more speckles of the green, like the foresty green through it. And yes, so this is another new colourway that is coming to the shop. And I got so bored of just knitting up swatches that I decided to knit up socks instead of swatches, which is why you've got these two as my new colours coming. But anyway, so that's half finished. Again, the pattern is just my shorty sock pattern because I love a pair of shorties. Another whip, which is a sock. I'd say it's almost half finished, and I can't remember if I showed you this one last time or not. So I'm going to show it to you again. So it's in this gorgeous Succulent project bag, which came from Craft House Magic. It's their, so they're small, medium, can't remember the size of it. If I find, I will find what I ordered and put it in the description bar below. We've got a gorgeous little stamp in there for Craft House Magic. Ellie makes these gorgeous project bags. And I think I've shown this one before, and I got a Notions pouch and I got a DPN case because I fancy treating myself. There's no other reason than that. So this is obviously going to be a pair of socks. Here's the yarn. This is from the Dotty Wool Company, and Ruth makes these amazing self-striping skeins. So this is the March colourway for the Friends sort of series that she's doing. And I have knitted up, let's put that way, knitted up almost a tube, but it's got a cuff and a toe on the end. I need to put the heels in, but I don't do that until I've got both ready, just because I find it helps me make sure I place the heels a bit better. And I've just noticed it's all twisted for some reason. There we go. There, it should sit a bit better now. But yeah, I just absolutely love it. I love the colours that she puts together. They're not necessarily, like, I think it was mainly the February one. It's so colours that I just would never ever pick, but I love it. I love it so much. But yes, another half, almost half finished. It hasn't got a heel. Can you call it half if you haven't actually got a sock you can put on your foot? I don't know. Anyway, on to whips. So I showed you this one last time. So it's in my party animal bag from Watuka, which is a little shop in Barcelona. So this is the So Faded by Andrea Mowry. Just want to see if I can show you that picture. It's in black and white because I just printed it black and white instead of colour. So you can't really see it in all detail, but it's there. Anyway, so that's the jumper, or top. Jumper top. I don't know, it's 4-ply. Would you call it a jumper if it's 4-ply? I'm not sure. Anyway. So the yarn that I am using is Drops Baby Merino in all of the colours that I've got, and this is 100% merino, 100% wool, 50 gram balls, so on and so forth. I think I've gone through all the yarn before anyway. And here is my jumper so far. Ta-da! So it is basically, I've done it's a top down one, and you obviously have your little raglan increases, which I think are so neat because I got my make one rights and lefts the right way around, which makes me so happy. And then, so this is how it's looking so far. I think it might be a bit too cropped for my liking, and also I'm not sure I like the fact that these stripes are really big and chunky, and then you've got just a tiny bit of the black. So I have done the ribbing and cast off. It's just a 1x1 twisted rib. But I think I am going to sort of rip it back, make the black a little bit longer, so then it kind of sits a bit better. It looks a bit better if it was a bit longer, doesn't it? It looks a bit cut off. I was a bit eager to get it finished, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, but yeah, I don't really like it. So I am going to rip the ribbing back when I stop being angry at the project, and do the black again. But yeah, so that's how much I've done so far. I haven't started on the sleeves yet, but that is only because I was waiting for some DPNs to arrive. Yeah, basically didn't have the right size. I only had like the sock size DPNs, and I just can't do Magic Loop. But I don't know if you remember on my previous podcast that, I say previous, but a while ago when I did another jumper, I sweet talked my mum into doing my sleeves for me, because I just couldn't do it, and I hated Magic Loop. I don't like Magic Loop, it doesn't work for me. So yes, I have ordered DPNs, they are here. I can start as soon as I have time. Talk about time later. But yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be a finished object soon. We'll see. And then another bag from Watuka, which is just my Highland Cow one, just because I think he's so handsome. I am doing I didn't bring the pattern upstairs. It's called the Cosy Hubby jumper, and I will insert a picture. Basically, it's one for Tom. He found it, gave him access to Ravelry for a day. Oh my god, that was a nightmare. Yes, and managed to find some pictures of jumpers that he liked, and I've been working on this one for a while. Again, the yarn is the Baby Merino yarn from Drops, and I've actually done quite a bit since I last showed you, so I think I'm going to just lean it against me. So I think that when, oh, and also he has tried this on, it will fit him, because I was really concerned that it's about my size. But yeah, anyway, never mind. So yes, so I think when I showed you guys last time, I was still about up to about here. I'd nearly done all of like the increases and things like that, but I hadn't got very far on it. So it's about up to about here-ish, I think. I unfortunately removed my stitch marker that I had showing where I got up to. But anyway, so I have done a little bit more. I've split the sleeves, and you can see they're on scrap yarn because I ran out of cables because they're on my jumper, which is just down there. And I have knitted them around for quite a bit. So I'm quite pleased that I'm actually getting some progress on this one done now. I was trying to do some of the progress when Tom wasn't here because I was going to surprise him because he keeps moaning. I don't ever work on things for him anymore. I kind of just work on whatever I want to work on, which is totally right. I'm the one that's knitting it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm quite pleased with it. But I had to show him because I had to get him to try it on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not loving it. It's not brilliant. It's not a hard pattern. I think it's because it's not for me, and also early on I had a problem with my make one rights and make one lefts. So there is a couple of little extra holes in there. I don't know if you can see them. I told Tom I'm not ripping it back, but I will at least try and sew up the holes so then they're not so obvious. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's literally my response to everything at the moment. But yeah, they're all my whips that I've been going on with for the last couple of weeks actually, because I think it's 2 weeks ago since I last recorded. Affordability. So this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I don't know how. Basically, I didn't know how I was going to do it or how it's going to work. I've been looking at my website. It doesn't work on my website, unfortunately. Affordability. We all love our, I know, well, I say we all. I love having hand knitted items out of my own hand dyed yarn, whether it's socks or jumpers and garments and things like that. So jumpers and tops can be very expensive. So for example, if you order like 3 or 4 skeins or 4 skeins or more, it can go from anywhere to £80, well, anywhere from about, I can't do math really quickly, this is really bad, anywhere from about £60 to £100 very quickly, because you do need the 4, 5, 6 skeins, and if you're doing DK or Aran weight you need 8, 9, 10. Sometimes, not everybody. Some people are lucky enough to be able to be really little and get away with only a couple of skeins. I'm not that little, so I don't get away with just the couple of skeins as much as I would love to. Yeah, anyway, and it can get very expensive. So what I want to say to you guys is, if you are looking to knit a garment or anything like that and want hand dyed yarn, if you like my yarns that I do, feel free to sort of get in touch, and I will be offering sort of a sliding scale discount. So if you bought 4 skeins, you'd only have like up to 5% off, but if you bought like 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 skeins, for example, you can have all the way up to 30% off. But yeah, so it's just something that I've got, and I've written down sort of my costs that I can afford, that I can let you guys have it at a slightly cheaper price for the volume of yarn that you're buying. And I just want to make it a little bit more affordable for those that do need the larger numbers of skeins to make a garment for themselves. Now, if you want, for example, 10 skeins from me and they're all different colours, sorry, I'm not going to offer you the discount. But if you do want to make a garment and you want to make it out of 1 or 2 colours or a fade or something like that that actually works together, I am willing to let you have the discount. Basically, I just want you to get in touch and maybe have a conversation with me. If I can offer you the discount, I will definitely do that. I'm lucky enough that I do dye my own yarn, and that obviously I buy the yarn at cost. I buy the yarn at cost. So I buy the undyed skeins, and then I go through all the dyeing process and things like that, and I have to be aware that obviously when I do that for myself, I'm taking it out of my business, so I do actually put the money back in my business account. Not that you guys need to know that, doesn't matter. But yeah, it is something that I'm well aware that it does cost a lot, and I just want more people to be able to make the nice lovely garments out of nice hand-dyed yarn. Yeah, so if you're interested, please do get in touch, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you and help you decide on colours if you want, or if you've got a specific pattern in mind. I also love talking to people about different patterns and things like that, because it also makes my to make pile a lot bigger. But it also means that if I've knitted the pattern, so for example this one, the So Faded, I love this pattern. This pattern is really nice and simple and easy to do. I will knit this one again probably. I just want to see how it fits. It fits quite nicely in the body. Once I've done the sleeves, I'll see how it fits. And I am probably going to knit that again. And I've already got some skeins put aside, ready to knit one out of my own hand-dyed yarn. But yeah, that's just all I really want to say about affordability. But yeah, just please do get in touch if you are interested in making something out of my own hand-dyed yarn. Obviously, there is no pressure. I am not telling you have to get in touch if you want to make a jumper. If you can afford it at the full cost, feel free to go and buy it at the full cost. If you prefer somebody else's colour, go find somebody else's colour. I do yarn dyeing because I enjoy it. And if people buy things from me, I always do a little jig. Every time my phone goes ping, you've got an order. I do a little jig, and Tom always knows if he's around. Obviously he's at work at the moment. If he's around and he sees me do this with a little grin on my face, he knows what it is. It's the order jig. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. I also do it on my patterns, which is ridiculous because half my patterns are free. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, it's just really lovely to see people use your patterns and use your yarn and things like that. And the only way I can keep doing my yarn dyeing is for you guys to order from me, and that pays for it to continue. And that's basically it. I just love doing it. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled a bit about that. The next thing I want to talk about is the yarn craft show and also my shop update. So it's going to be sort of 2 in 1. So those that follow me on Instagram will already know that I am taking part in the Yarn Craft Festival on the 12th and 13th of June, which is next weekend. Exciting. So yes, I will be going live at 2:50 p.m. I will put all the details in the down bar below. So at 2:50 p.m. on Saturday the 12th of June I will be going live, so you'll get to see all of my yarns. You can see that I've already started set up behind me. When I'm actually recording my 15 minutes of fame, that lot will go. But to keep all the yarn and everything will be all round behind me, and I'll be able to show you colour combinations and things like that. So please do join me on the Yarn Craft Festival Instagram page, and say hello. It'll be an interactive one, so if you write comments or anything like that, I'll be able to see that. If you've got any colour combos you'd like to see together, let me know and I'll see if I can put them together in advance for you, or even just comment when I'm live and I will see what I can do for you. So yes, with that does mean there are a few new colours coming, a couple of which you've already seen, and there is a theme. So I'm going to show you my theme colours. So there is a theme, and it's what's your favourite tipple, or favourite tipple, something along with what's your favourite tipple. Anyway, so mine, most of this year so far, has been pink gin spritz, which is pink gin, prosecco, and lemonade, and fresh strawberries in it, because, you know, that's what I like. And this is my colourway that is showing up a bit dark. I think it's just gone really dark outside, so but this is the colour that I've come up with. So pink gin spritz, and just see loads of delicate speckles just around here. I love speckles. If you have followed me for a while, you will know that I love speckles. But yeah, and it's just this gorgeous tonal caramelly pinky, oh, it's just gorgeous. And you've got some reds, you've got some cherry type reds in there, and you've got some pinks in there as well. Just yum. So there is that one. And then also, this is one that I literally dyed yesterday. And if it rains, I'm going to have to go and get my yarn in from outside. So I apologise in advance. But anyway, so this is one that I dyed yesterday, and oh, I love it. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, because one of my other favourite drinks is red wine. I'm a big red wine drinker. I say a big red wine drinker. I can have like a glass and then I'm a bit woo. I can't believe I'm putting this on my podcast. Anyway, so here is my gorgeous wine colour. I'm just, oh, look at that. I am in love. I am already planning on dyeing up a lot more of this for myself, so I can make a garment of some sort, or maybe my whole wardrobe in this colour, because I love this. It's coming up a little bit brighter. I'm going to bring it back a little. Oh, there we go. That's about the true colour just there. Sort of. Yeah, that's about right. But oh, I love it. So it hasn't quite got a name yet. So I've got a couple of ideas. So I'd love for you guys to let me know what you think. Wine o'clock, save water, drink wine, or it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I want something a bit punny to go with that one. So this is definitely coming to the shop, and it is going to be one that's going to stay because I love it so much. Yeah, what do you think? Have you got any other names that it could be? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But oh, I love it. It's so soft. So this one is just in my standard 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Other colours I have got is obviously, it's this one that I've shown you when it's knitted up, and this is what it looks like in the skein. So this is Rainforest. Just, oh, I love it. It looks a mess, but when it comes out, it's just absolutely stunning. This is why we need to do swatches, people, because the yarn looks so totally different knitted to when it's dyed. But anyway, there's that one. Another one that I've already shown you on the swatch, which is the sock. So it's there, and then here it is in the skein. It's called Urban Jungle. Let's turn it around. There you go. You've got some of the gorgeous greens in there. that's that one. Another colour that is coming back to the shop is Earl Grey. So this is the 50 gram skein. And this is how it sort of knits up. So this one was a second, so it had only a few speckles. So hopefully, I know that these skeins have a few more speckles sort of in there and all throughout the skein. So you have slightly more charcoal speckles all the way through it, but how gorgeous is that? So yeah, as you can see, I don't make swatches anymore, I do socks. And that sock was knitted by my lovely mum. She's been mentioned a few times as per every episode I do of this. And it's the Rose City Rollers sock, because it's just got the curled cuff. But yes, anyway, that's that one. I am also dyeing a few extra skeins of different yarn bases. So this one looks like it's bled out quite a bit, but when you knit with it, it does come out more like this. And this one is my Lush lace base. Try saying that a few times really quick. And it's 80% extra fine merino, 20% silk. So you do get this gorgeous gleam on it. I don't know if you can see all of that very well, but oh, it's just so lovely. And it's like it's a cobweb lace. So you get, I don't know if you can see that across my nail there. So you get 1,200 meters per 100 grams, and it is sold in the 100 gram skeins. And there's going to be a couple of colours on that one. I'm also dyeing up, so this one will be, there's a few of these in different colours, so we'll go through those. Earl Grey again, so this is the fluff yarn. So you've got 74% alpaca and 26% silk, which just creates this gorgeous sort of fluffy halo across your yarn. I just absolutely love that. Oh, just it's gorgeous. It would make a gorgeous birds of a feather shawl if you had those two together. What do you think? Oh, I think that would be really lovely. Anyway, so we do have more on fluff as well. So this is actually the exact same colour as this, but obviously because of the content of this fluff yarn, it does take the dye slightly different. And I did consider over dyeing it again, but I quite like the difference. So it's the winey kind of colour. There is going to be, I did bring a proper skein of it up, Petals on the Pavement, which is this one. Again, this is on the fluff base, and it's sold in 50 gram skeins, so that's going to be available as well. There's going to be a few of those. Drift has been topped up as well, and you've got it on fluff, which I think is stunning. I think I'm going to dye up a set of that together so I can make a birds of a feather shawl for myself. Have you seen that one? I absolutely love it. And there is, and if you want to see Drift knitted up, this was a top that I made ages ago that doesn't fit because I didn't swatch and didn't understand the importance of swatching. Yeah, I get it now. So this is how Drift sort of knits up. I'm just going to hold it that way around, just so you can sort of see it, and that's what it looks like in the skein. So yeah, so that is Drift. Got another new colourway which is called Strawberries and Cream, and I just love that. And also with this one, if you want like a 2 skein shawl with not too much difference but works well together, those two I think work really, really well together. I think they'd be stunning, but that's my opinion. I have also got the Sweet Treat mini skeins and the full skeins coming to the shop as well next Saturday, but because they're under the bed where I store all of my yarn before when it's all ready to go, and Bennett's on the bed, can't get to it. I've got one of those ottoman beds, so if I lift it up he goes flying, so I've decided to leave him where he is. But I have got a sample of them knitted up, so I wanted to just show you this one. So if I pull it all the way back, this is the Six Wives shawl. This is cookies and cream, and there is a lot of this going in the shop as well. And then also these are the sweet treats. So you've got strawberry cheesecake, lemon meringue, key lime, blackberry roulade, and raspberry ripple at the end. But this is the Six Wives shawl from Potter and Bloom. It's definitely one I would... Can I get it all on the screen? Not quite. But it's definitely one I would recommend for sort of newbie knitters would get on really well with this one. Even the experienced knitters would love it. It's such a lovely, simple pattern, and you've got like the stockinette stitch here, and then you've got the garter stitch for the colours at the end. And it's such an easy, memorable pattern to use. I have been thinking I want to cast on a shawl recently, so I might look at my stash and see if I can make up another one. But yes, so yeah, I think that's probably most of the colours. Yeah, I think that's most of them, but do join me next Saturday at 2:50 p.m, where you'll be able to see all of these colours and look at them a bit closer, hopefully. My shop update does go live on the Saturday the 12th at 9 a.m. There is a 10% discount code which will be announced closer to the time, so that will go on anything I have in my shop. What else have I got to tell you? Oh, and you can also win your order back. So that's what I call it. I don't know. I don't know what else it could be referred to as. But basically, all you need to do is place an order with me via the Blue Fern Yarn website between 9 a.m. on Saturday the 12th of June and 9 p.m. on Sunday the 13th of June. And your order number will go into a drawer to say, it doesn't say anything. It goes into a drawer, and what will happen is I will pick a winner at random on the Monday, and they will win their value of their order back. So that discount will be, if you order 10 skeins, you could get that whole 10 skeins back, or the value, or you can, well, yeah, you get the value back. So I'll offer you a refund, but you do also get your order. So don't panic. It doesn't mean you lose your order. You keep your order, but you get your money back as well. And yes, that includes shipping and everything as well. And I've just remembered I've got something else that I just wanted to show you. These little stitch markers. So they are on an old swatch that I've done. In fact, this is a swatch for Tom's jumper. These are the stitch markers that are coming to the shop. They are all freshly made and ready to go. These are just a few of them. There are these little gummy bears, are so adorable, and there are so many different colours of them. There's just 3 as a selection. And then you've got this little gold ice cream. And then you've got an oak leaf, a fir cone, a ceramic flower, and a silver monstera leaf. This one, actually I think that's it's monstera, that's what I've called it. Anyway, these, just so you're aware, are hand poured resin gummy bears. So they are handmade stitches. They're not even stitches. They're handmade stitch markers, and then handmade charms, I guess. turned into progress keepers or stitch markers. Now I put them all automatically on this lever back clasp, but I do have solid rings, so they could actually be just stitch markers. If you want just a solid ring, put it in your comments if you order one, and I can get that added to them instead of the lever back clasps. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, anyway, I feel a bit out of sorts because I've gone out of order now, so I don't know where I was. But yeah, please do come along and join me for the yarn show. I'm so excited about it. There is basically lots and lots going on. There are some fantastic other dyers there as well who will be taking part throughout the day. I think there's also some like, I say courses, but they're like interactive learning sessions. I know one that I'm very interested in is the Tiny Teal, oh I'm so sorry Vicky, I can't remember the full name, Tiny Teal House. I'll put it on the screen. She is doing a customise your sweater class. I think it's called a class. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, definitely recommend checking out some of the classes that they've got going on. I think there is a dye at home class as well, so you guys could take part in dyeing yarn. Yeah, there's so many things going on. Go over to Yarncraft Festival on Instagram and there is so much information on there that you'll just be blown away. It's going to be such a good weekend. Yeah, it was great to catch up with you all. I hope you are all well and enjoying the sunshine, although it looks like the sunshine has mostly disappeared from Norwich. Not so great. But yes, hope you're all well, and see you again very soon. Bye.